Good morning, wrestling fans. Today is Tuesday, May 21st, 2024. I am Lance Brock, and I hope everyone is having a great Tuesday morning so far. Thank you for listening this morning. Quick programming note in case you missed it last night. There is a brand new episode of 360 Wrestling Fanatic going over last night's Monday Night Raw with the semifinals of both the King of the Ring and Queen of the Ring tournaments. So, in case you missed the episode last night, you can check that out now wherever you listen to 360 Wrestling Podcasts at. Last night's episode was both audio and video, so you can also watch it on the 360 Wrestling Podcasts YouTube channel as well. So if you want, feel free to check out the video version. Also, on Raw last night, we had the semifinals for the Queen of the Ring, and it is Lyra Valkyria advancing, defeating Io Sky last night, which, like I said yesterday, that to me is kind of an upset. Yesterday on GMWF, I predicted Io Sky to advance and win that match last night. But to be honest, I'm fine with being wrong though. I don't mind. Taya Valkyrie or Kyra or Valkyria, sorry. Very talented worker in that ring, so definitely fine with me that she advanced. And then in the main event of Raw last night, we saw Gunther defeat Jey Uso to advance to the finals of the King of the Ring, and this Sunday he will face the winner of the match on SmackDown Friday night, Randy Orton and Tama Tonga, which, like I have said so far, we have had a pretty impressive streak of having very good wrestling matches in both the King and Queen of the Ring tournament. The matches we have seen on SmackDown so far, I'm going to say haven't been bad or anything, but I think that maybe the better matches have probably happened on Raw. That's just my opinion though, but if I had to say out of both shows this tournament so far, we've probably seen the better matches on the Raw side of things. But let me know what you think though in the comment section. And that was Monday Night Raw last night. We also had Sami Zayn and Chad Gable, with Chad Gable getting the win with help from Otis. And then we've seen Sami Zayn kind of try to talk some sense into Otis, telling him that he's a good guy. So kind of trying to get him to stand up for himself against the bully Chad Gable. As we get ready for King and Queen of the Ring this Saturday, live on Peacock and the WWE Network at 1 p.m. Eastern. And before I wrap up this Tuesday morning episode of Good Morning Wrestling Fans, I know unfortunately I haven't really talked too much about it on the podcast. But currently going on now is the Best of the Super Juniors in New Japan Pro Wrestling. So real quick, I just wanted to go over the standings. I don't know why I haven't really talked about it. I've been watching the shows on NJPW World, but for some reason just haven't really talked about it on the podcast. The standings, here we go. On the A block, we have Blake Christian with a record of 4-1 with 8 points. Teton 3-2 with 6 points. Kevin Knight 3-2, 6 points. El Desperado 3-2, 6 points. Clark Connors 3-2, 6 points. Fujita 2-3, 4 points. Hayata 2-3, 4 points. Kanemaru 2-3, 4 points. Bushi 2-3, 4 points. And rounding up the A block, TJP 1-4, 2 points. And over in the B block, we have Kushida 4-1, 8 points. Taji Ishimori 3-2, 6 points. Robbie Eagles 3-2, 6 points. Hiromu Takahashi 3-2, 6 points. Doki 3-2, 6 points. Drilla Maloney 3-2, 6 points. Show 2-3, 4 points. Ninja Mac 2-3, 4 points. Francisco Akira 2-3, 4 points. And rounding up the B block, Dragon Dia 0-5, 0-5 points. So that is the standings for this year's New Japan Pro Wrestling Best of the Super Juniors tournament as of right now. Also, the other day it was announced by New Japan that the finals of the tournament will be held June 9th at Dominion. And that's changing things up a little bit. Normally, you would see the winner of the Best of the Super Juniors get a title shot at the Junior Heavyweight Championship at Dominion, but they're having the finals of it there this year. And they've already announced that it will be the main event of Dominion. So the IWGP World Heavyweight Championship match, Jon Moxley versus Evil, will not be headlining that show. But I think that could definitely still be a really good match. So definitely looking forward to Dominion on June 9th, NJPW World. So that is all for this Tuesday morning episode of Good Morning Wrestling Fans. Once again, thank you everyone for tuning in this morning. In the comment section, you can go there now and leave your thoughts and your opinions on last night's Monday Night Raw. Or if you just want to talk about pro wrestling, anything pro wrestling. And of course, you can leave your predictions for the two big shows this weekend, WWE King and Queen of the Ring and AEW Double or Nothing. Or you could also email me 360wrestlingpodcast@gmail.com. And coming out this Friday, a new episode of 360 Anything Goes, the first one in quite a while since late last year, talking about the Big Bang Theory. That will be available Thursday at 4 p.m. Eastern, so don't miss that. And we'll be back tomorrow for the Wednesday episode of Good Morning Wrestling Fans to preview tomorrow night's AEW Dynamite to Go Home episode before the Double or Nothing pay-per-view. Hope everyone enjoys NXT tonight and hope you'll be right here with me tomorrow morning for Good Morning Wrestling Fans. But until then, have a great pro wrestling day.